Knoxman, you're absolutely right. In a way, I want to correct you, but it's not directly to be in conflict with what you say. It's more along the lines of to add upon it. You say that we cannot achieve a stateless society through violence. And that's true because the state is an idea. It's not a person. There is no one individual that runs the state. There is no one individual that represents the state. The state is an idea. So you have to change people if you want to change ideas. Changing people's minds, however, is a very complicated and oftentimes strenuous process that's more trouble than it's worth. People don't want to listen to reason. People do not want to authentically help one another and treat each other with respect. Not to say all people are like that, but many people are reactionary and counter-revolutionary. So what I'm saying here is, while you should not commit violence against the state, because, like I said, the state is an idea, you are fighting an arbitrary entity, you can commit violence against people. Am I saying that those people should specifically be people in power? No, that would invite too much attention upon yourself, and invite attention upon me for suggesting it. What I am saying to do is to breed violence amongst the people around you. Amongst people around you that are unhealthy and detrimental to your existence. This does not necessarily mean your employer or your political leaders. It just means people that sicken you. You know, bad coworkers, family members that don't actually treat you like family, backstabbing friends, things like that. Those are the kind of people that change your life and by turn change other people's lives. Because if you get rid of the negative people, then all you have left is positivity and change and freedom. So what I'm saying here is to take violence personally. You know, all too often we do not want to attack people in our personal lives. We do not try to make personal vendettas and hold grudges, because somehow that's more evil than attacking someone far away that only indirectly at most affects our lives. I don't see the heroism in that. I do not see the passion or the morality in attacking someone that may have indirectly affected my life in a negative way, but in no way has targeted me as an individual, and in no way has specifically designed his ill will to, come down against Jim Prophet. The way I look at it is this. Tyranny is bad, but tyranny is fair. Chaos is bad, but chaos is fair. People are unfair. People make personal enemies. People decide to hurt you as an individual. Tyranny and chaos don't. Both the dictatorial state and pure violence and bloodshed in like the Middle East, where nothing is certain and everyone lives their lives in fucking huts waging perpetual war against each other, are both egalitarian in the sense that they treat people equally. Equally bad, but equal nonetheless. And I would rather be treated equally bad than unequally good. It would be detrimental to my mental health to think that someone else is being treated better than me simply because of some strange criteria they meet. And it happens all the time, so that's why I'm always an angry motherfucker. Because, some people, like on forums, they get treated better even though they're fucking pedophiles, they talk out their assholes, they're trolls, they're stupid. But meanwhile, Jim Prophet can't post where he wants to post or do what he wants to do. And they got an excuse for everything. They got the excuse that Jim Prophet is a troll. They got the excuse that it's their forum and they can do what they want. They got the excuse that I broke some sort of abstract terms of service. They got it all. They want to be able to target Jim Prophet personally, as opposed to, well, these are my principles and they apply to everybody equally. Principles are equal. People are not. People do not want to be equal. Therefore, people have to evolve into their principles. That's what I'm suggesting here. And you're not going to do that by, trying to play on people's rationality. You're not going to do that by being friendly toward them and by, talking to them like an equal person, because they don't want to be your equal. Either they want to be better than you, they are bitter because they think you're better than them, or at the end of the day, they just want to raise that conflict anyway, whether or not they think either of you is better than the other. That is the nature of people. That is the ideology they tout. And you have to strike that at their heart. And I'm not saying, so you cannot just go out and try to be Batman. It would be worthless. It would be worthless to try to revolt against your government or against the powers that be. You know, you have to understand that these are people, just like anybody else. And it's the people affecting you in your personal life that are keeping you tyrannized. Not the government, not even the corporations. As much as I hate capitalism, it isn't specifically the CEOs of company A and B that are keeping Jim Profit down. It's the people that make it personal. It's the people that decide to use the idea of corporate ownership that think they can censor Jim Profit. It's the idea that people think that somehow owning property entitles them to banning Jim Profit and to treating Jim Profit like shit. That's what affects me. Not specifically capitalism in and of itself. Capitalism is a bad idea. It's a bad ideology. It's a negative principle. But it is fueled by people, people's ambitions and people's actions. So you have to get violent with people. But you don't get violent for the sake of violent, and you don't get violent for the sake of revolution. You get violent with people, because people fucking deserve it. So I guess that's all I have to say.